Hey, what's going to be up here? Welcome back to another edition of Nani episode. It's boy Knuckles, aka Laser Video Games, and Nani episode where we talk about anime that we're currently watching right now. And this, I was debating on doing this. Now, I was going to talk about it, but I wasn't quite sure I was going to watch the whole entire season and then do a discussion. Or, but I'm like, let me just do an episode breakdown because it's just so damn good that I don't want to. Like I said, I'll get to the full season, but I want to do episode discussions, and that is Devil May Cry, the Netflix series. And man, that first episode I just saw was fire, and we might have the one of the best villains of the year so far. Like I said, this is my first episode, so it's like still gotta watch the rest right there, and I think it's only gonna get better. But the first episode, just introducing the villain, did not disappoint. So let's get right to it. So the first part of the episode was, first of all, I thought they were in another country, but looks like they're in New York, I believe. They're in America. But first of all, these guards, I'm not sure why I don't have any guns. I'm like, yo, like, well, I don't have any guns right there. That doesn't make any sense right there, right? But these guys, this squad team, whatever, just comes in like shoots air right there, like kills them off easy, right? And then they're stealing all this gold and shit, and then we see this white rabbit who's a demon saying like, "Oh, Americans, everything you don't understand, you shoot that." And I'm like, "Oh, damn, he's speaking some truth right there, right? He's speaking some mad truth, right?" And he pretty much like told these guys, about the price and everything, right? Like he kind of set these guys up right there, right? But it's like you're already taking all these precious gold, but like the real treasure is right here when he had the force edge, and that's the sort of Sparta, right? And then he says, this gives you this pretty much the story is basically, the key to hell right there, right? And pretty much saying that, you humans, call it, you call it like the worst world in that. Gets me right to that, y'all. This is annoying right there. The worst world imagine is hell. Y'all say that hell is the world, is the worst world through your fucking religion, talking mad shit about my world. Like this white rabbit guy, like I said before, he might be the villain of the year. Like it's very early, but like I said, the chief is speaking about Americans you don't understand, you share everything down, and then humans talking shit about Mario because through your religion and shit like that. Y'all saying that the hell is the worst place on earth right there. Well, let me show you something right there, right? But this right rabbit guy, he's speaking a bit of shit right there. Like he's speaking some bars, right? I'm like, I fuck with this villain. Like honestly, I feel so the best villain throughout the Devil May Cry universe has been Virgil. Yeah, yeah, Virgil's like kind of anti-hero sometimes, but like right now, oh, this is the first episode. This right rabbit guy, he's speaking some truth right there, right? And he's like, oh yeah, you humans will get paid, right? Kills him off. Like that's obviously the case right there, right? It's like, oh, we can have a party. I'm gonna show you a hell, but you guys, yeah, you're not gonna make it. Bye. You know what I'm saying, right? Like I think a lot of people from what I'm seeing online, I fuck with this guy. Like I do too, man. That's it. I hope to see a lot of this red rabbits at conventions right there. Like I said, this guy was speaking truth. This guy was. I like him. Like I said, this guy speaking about, like I said, speaking a lot of truth right there. People can people can understand what he's saying. Like I'm like, I kind of understand why you're doing this. Like I wouldn't do it, but it's like I kind of understand this. So yeah, like no, like great, right? And then we have Johnny Yong Bosch voicing Dante. And what I like so far about Johnny Young Bosch voicing Dante and what this animation right is like, they're getting his like Dante. You can't take him serious right there, right? Like he can get serious, but like he's a bit of a doofus right there, right? Like he saves this woman from these team is like, oh, the three students came out to play, right? And he's like, oh man, I think on this intro right there, it would have been sounded so much cooler if I said it this way right there. But like, I'm like, oh, I'm trying to work on that shit right there, right? Like, the shit was funny right there. Like, he's like, they got the goofiness to that. I'm like, oh, thank God. Cause I'm like, Dante, like, no, Dante's style is cool as hell, but like, he's a doofus though. He is a doofus right there, right? But by the way, the animation so far in this anime is really, really good. Like I said, I was expecting like really good animation. Like I said, Devil May Cry story hasn't really been like the best, but like its gameplay has been really, really fun. And I see this with this anime, right? Not the best story, but great animation. But it is based on the video game right there. So it's like, we can't expect to be like, oh yeah, this is gonna it could be it's still top tier, but it's like story wise, we shouldn't be like expecting like a high tier story. Like I said, if you come to this anime expecting like the best story, like then you're only setting yourself up for failure. Because like I said, Devil May Cry has not been like that. Now, grant maybe this anime could be a good story right there. You know what I'm saying? But it's like don't expect like a high tier level story. But I mean, so far though, this villain though that we got, I mean, for his reasons and shit like that, it could work there. It could work right there, right? But in this also in the scene, what I feel so interesting is that the humans, they're running like all these attacks right now. These people got wings. Like, what are these people, right? You have people say, "Oh, it's just ain't anything to worry about that." But you have your conspiracy people be like, "It's demons." They want you to blame on the Russians, but it's the demons right there, right? Of course, they have like the southern dude, the southern crazy, right wing guy, saying that shit right there. And it was like, man, this dude is crazy right there, yada yada yada. But at the White House, though, there were some scientists. There's a doctor that's like, yo, these are demons. They're real. We captured demon DNA, and there's two realms. There's our realm and the demon realm right there. And before I get into that, man, shout out to Kevin Conroy. I was not expecting him to be voicing a character in this anime. I don't know how much work he has done before his, passing. So like, if this is his final work, then I mean, I'm happy, we get to witness it right there. But it's like, I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm not sure if he had like other projects down there like locked up. They didn't release right yet. So I mean, I'm happy he's voicing the character, but it's like it's personally because like, dang man, I wish he was alive to actually see his great work right there. So like, it's definitely rough. It's definitely tough hearing this, right? But the doctor's been saying like, there's our world and a demon world. Now there's a portal, but it's only allowing the small time demons to get in here, right? And then they get a video of one of the um one of the attackers from the beginning of the episode right there recording the right rabbit killing everybody right there. So, oh, you want to find a rabbit? Find the hunters. Like I said, like the rabbit's at them, like he knows he's speaking to a recorder. Like he knows that this is gonna be the human's gonna get a win this right there. So I'm helping. I'm giving you clues right there, right? And they're saying like, yo, where do you guys work for? Like Dark independent part right there. That's fun in this. That's a fun in this stuff, right? So yes. Now he says we have to find a hunter. So they find all these devil hunters, these demon hunters. I'm like, dang, y'all like the best. Y'all getting captured like that so easy right there, right? And this one guy's like, oh, I heard about this one guy told us one white rabbit, this little short dude from the club right there. The guy in the question, he's like, oh, you know what, man? Yeah, I remember talking to this white rabbit. He paid me a whole lot of money, so I didn't really care what he wanted me to do right there. I wasn't even really paying attention, but he did say, you know what? Hire this one hunter named Dante, right? And also this episode, like we saw a glimpse of Virgil, but it was a demon that was uses his ability to morph into Virgil. I'm like, no, this can't be Virgil. Like, no, this no. And this one, Virgil and his mom are dead. So like I said, am I expecting everything to be from the game? No, which by the way, I started to play Devil May Cry 5. Honestly, now I think about it, I'm replaying Devil May Cry 3 because I'm like, yo, what was the story in this game again? Like, I do know the Legend of Sparta, he's the Demon King, he's fell in love with a human. That's Dante's mom and dad right there. So it's like, yeah, that's all I remember right there. So yes, but Dante is fighting, the demon right there, and he's like, I want the amulet right there. And that was Dante's like, what do you want this amulet for? It's like, really? You don't know what it does? Which yeah, and Devil May Cry 3, like Dante didn't know too much of what the amulet does, but Virgil knew what it did, right? So yeah, the blue demon flies away right there, and so the human that they have in question right there, he didn't inform him, but what the Legend of Sparta is. That sword, pretty much, is the gateway to the demon realm right there, and they know that the White Rabbit is trying to use that sword, to open the gates of hell, but like to have the human world and the demon world merge, pretty much saying that the demon's going to take over. The demons are going to take over this realm right there. They would like that's what's gonna happen right there if he gets out of the story. But pretty much, the guys explain the story right there. Sparta, he didn't want to kill him. He wants to bounce between, the human world and the demon world. But he did close off the gate, though. He did close that off right there. But you know what? the White Rabbit has other plans for the sword right there. So, yeah, folks. But no, I thought, oh yeah, he has one amulet, right? That he has half the amulet right there. So they need the other amulet, and that's from well, he needs the amulet from Dante, right? Now Dante doesn't really know what's going on right there. Which, by the way, his bio is like he went AWOL from these five missions. Like why? Got bored. I got bored. Like Dante loves a challenge. Dante loves to have fun right there. But no, Johnny Yong Bosch is doing a good job of voicing Dante right there. Said his character is goofy. They got the character right. Like he's got the right attitude and everything right there, right? But like I said, animation's been great so far on this first episode. We got a good villain right there, so it's a good start. Obviously, all episodes are available on Netflix right there. So I'll try to maybe do an episode each day. You know what I'm saying? And then eventually I will do a full season of the I'll do a discussion on the full season right there, obviously with some people. But no, this has been a great start so far. And like I said, I like that the humans in this are very like only not all, but certain humans are very well like informed of the demon world right there. So I feel that's pretty interesting because like I said, I haven't played the games in such a long time, so it's like I don't think humans were very like that knowledgeable on the demon realm right there. But then again, is it like that in Devil May Cry 5? I don't know. So I could be some myself for failure right there. But no, like I said, I thought it was a good episode right there, and I'm excited to watch the rest of this. Like I said, animation's been great. We have a great villain. Story, pretty basic, like every Devil May Cry game is. Like I said, I haven't played number 5 right there, so like I don't want to say the full series because I haven't played number 5, but like I said, Devil May Cry has not been the greatest story. But like I said, great gameplay though. Like I said, great animation, simple story. But like I said, I think it has some cool. Like I said, we already had a good villain. We already have a good protagonist. I wonder how Lady is in this one because it's like Lady was introduced in Devil May Cry 3, so I'm wondering myself, okay, do we have like some scenarios from 3 that apply onto this one? What I say right there, what I say. But like I said, good start so far. Netflix. Well, it's the first episode, but let me just wait because for all we know, this could be ended terribly right there, and I don't want that. But no, let me know what you guys think. Obviously, in the comment section below, give this video a like. Obviously, I'll be adding some clips to this, and subscribe to be part of Douglas family. And be sure to follow my social media accounts in the description box below. And always remember what J. Cole said, guys. There's no such thing as a life better than yours. Have a good night, everybody. Take care.